The Hidden Kingdom Beneath the Waves. Once upon a time, in a world where the ocean stretched as far as the eye could see, there existed a hidden kingdom beneath the waves. This kingdom, known as Aquaria, was a place of shimmering coral palaces, schools of glowing fish, and gardens of kelp that swayed like dancers in the currents. It was ruled by a wise and kind queen named Seraphina, who had long, flowing hair the color of sea foam and eyes that sparkled like the deepest sapphires. Aquaria was a peaceful realm, hidden from the world above by a magical veil that kept it safe from harm. The merfolk who lived there were content, spending their days singing, exploring the ocean depths, and tending to the vibrant marine life. But despite the beauty and tranquility of their underwater home, Queen Seraphina often felt a deep longing in her heart. She had heard stories of the world above the waves, a world of golden sunlight, towering mountains, and vast green forests. She dreamed of one day seeing it for herself, but the laws of Aquaria forbade any merfolk from venturing beyond the veil. One day, as Queen Seraphina swam through the gardens of kelp, she noticed a young mermaid named Elara sitting alone on a rock, gazing up at the shimmering surface of the water. Elara was known for her curiosity and adventurous spirit, and Seraphina could see the same longing in her eyes that she often felt in her own heart. "What troubles you, Elara?" the queen asked gently, swimming closer. Elara sighed, her tail flicking nervously. "Your Majesty, I can't stop thinking about the world above. What if there's more to life than what we know here? What if we're missing something wonderful?" Seraphina's heart ached with understanding. "I've often wondered the same thing," she admitted, "but the veil protects us. It keeps us safe from the dangers of the unknown." "But what if the unknown isn't dangerous?" Elara pressed. "What if it's beautiful?" The queen hesitated, torn between her duty to protect her kingdom and her own yearning for adventure. Before she could respond, a sudden rumble shook the ocean floor, sending ripples through the water. The kelp swayed violently, and the fish darted away in fear. "What was that?" Elara asked, her eyes wide. Seraphina's expression grew serious. "I don't know, but we must find out." The two mermaids swam quickly to the heart of the kingdom, where the other merfolk had gathered in alarm. The once clear waters were now clouded with silt, and the coral palaces seemed to tremble. From the depths of the ocean emerged an ancient sea turtle, his shell covered in barnacles and his eyes filled with wisdom. "Your Majesty," the turtle said, his voice deep and gravelly, "a great danger approaches. The veil that protects Aquaria is weakening. If it falls, our kingdom will be exposed to the world above, and to the darkness that lurks within it." A murmur of fear spread through the crowd. Seraphina raised her hand, silencing them. "What can we do to strengthen the veil?" she asked. The turtle shook his head slowly. "The magic that sustains the veil comes from the heart of the ocean, a gem hidden deep within the abyssal trench. But the trench is guarded by a fearsome creature, and no one who has ventured there has ever returned." The merfolk exchanged worried glances. The abyssal trench was a place of legend, a dark and treacherous chasm that even the bravest of Aquaria's citizens avoided. But Seraphina knew that if they did nothing, their kingdom would be lost. "I will go," she declared, her voice steady. "I will retrieve the heart of the ocean and restore the veil." "Your Majesty, you can't!" Elara protested. "It's too dangerous. Let me go instead." Seraphina smiled gently at the young mermaid. "Your courage is admirable, Elara, but this is my duty as queen. I must protect our people." But Elara was determined. "Please, Let me come with you. You shouldn't have to face this alone." After a moment's hesitation, Seraphina nodded. "Very well. We will go together." The two mermaids set off on their journey, leaving the safety of Aquaria behind. As they swam deeper into the ocean, the waters grew darker and colder, and the vibrant colors of the coral reefs gave way to shadows and silence. They passed through forests of towering seaweed and fields of bioluminescent jellyfish, their glowing bodies lighting the way. Finally, they reached the edge of the abyssal trench. The chasm was vast and seemingly bottomless, its depths shrouded in darkness. Seraphina and Leora exchanged a nervous glance before diving into the trench, their hearts pounding with fear. As they descended, the pressure grew intense, and the water seemed to press in on them from all sides. Strange creatures with glowing eyes and sharp teeth darted past, but the mermaids pressed on, determined to reach the heart of the ocean. At last, they arrived at the bottom of the trench, where a massive cavern loomed before them. Inside, they saw the heart of the ocean, a glowing gem the size of a boulder, its light pulsing like a heartbeat. But guarding the gem was a monstrous creature, a leviathan with scales as black as night and eyes that burned like fire. The creature roared, its voice shaking the walls of the cavern. Seraphina and Leora froze, their fear threatening to overwhelm them. But then, Seraphina remembered the stories she had heard of the world above, the sunlight, the mountains, the forests. She thought of her people, who depended on her to save their home. "We must be brave," she whispered to Leora, "for Aquaria." With a deep breath, the two mermaids swam forward, their voices rising in a haunting melody. The Leviathan hesitated, its fiery eyes narrowing as it listened to their song. The music filled the cavern, echoing off the walls and weaving a spell of calm and peace. Slowly, the creature's rage subsided, and it sank to the ocean floor, its massive body curling around the heart of the ocean. Seraphina and Leora approached cautiously, their hearts racing. With a final, trembling note, they reached out and touched the gem. A burst of light filled the cavern, and the mermaids felt a surge of energy course through them. The heart of the ocean had accepted them, and its magic was now theirs to wield. As they swam back to Aquaria, the waters around them grew clearer and brighter, and the veil began to repair itself. By the time they returned to the kingdom, the ocean was calm once more, and the merfolk cheered with joy and relief. Queen Seraphina placed the heart of the ocean in the center of the coral palace, its light shining like a beacon of hope. "We have faced the darkness and emerged victorious," she declared. "But let us not forget the lessons we have learned. The world beyond the veil may be unknown, but it is not to be feared. It is a place of wonder and beauty, just as our home is." From that day on, the merfolk of Aquaria lived in harmony with the ocean and the world above, their hearts filled with courage and curiosity. And though they remained hidden beneath the waves, they knew that they were part of something greater, a world of endless possibilities, waiting to be explored. And so, the hidden kingdom beneath the waves thrived, a testament to the power of bravery, unity, and the enduring magic of the ocean.